Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to show you guys how I edit my pictures. I've been home all day doing nothing but studying or creating looks at home, and I thought why not create a quick video where I show you guys what apps I use to edit my pictures, especially on Instagram. So here it is, the video. Quickly before I get into this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel and leave some requests of videos you guys want me to film because I'm literally off from school. So this is a picture right here that I haven't posted, so I'm going to be showing you guys what I like to do to edit this. So the first app that I actually like to use is this app itself, the photo app. Since you update your phone, it came out with this option where you could basically edit your pictures. So what I like to do is click edit. And then what I like to do is I like to do auto just to see how it would edit it. And sometimes if I do like the way auto edits it, I'll just go between every circle and just fix things if I want to. So I like this, but I just want to see if I can maybe decrease the warmth a little, or maybe make it a little brighter or decrease exposure just to see. And I just play with it basically. Sometimes I'll, increase exposure, decrease it. I'll probably decrease in this one. And then for brilliance, I just like to brighten it a little. So, keep it to that. And then for highlights, I wouldn't want to keep it too warm because I feel like the auto makes it look too red for some reason. And then I don't like adding shadows because I don't like when my photos look like this. I like it when there's no shadows because then the quality looks more clear. And then contrast, again, it does the same thing. It'll add more like sharpness to your features. And then brightness, depending on what I need. For this picture, I don't need that much, so I'm going to keep it to like 13. And then I like to add black point to pictures that I have a lot of light in. So that's what black point does. So it's originally here, but I would make it a little bit darker. And then saturation and warmth, I don't like to add, so I'm just going to take that out. Warmth I do like because you can see a difference, so I'm going to keep it to that right there. And then tint I don't care about, but sharpness I like adding. So what I do is I zoom into the picture and I sharpen my picture if it's not that clear. So if you guys see, sharpens the picture, but I don't sharpen it too much, maybe that much, and that's all I do to the picture. So I took out the picture right here. So I'm going to go to retouch, click whiten, and then I like to whiten the part of my eyes because sometimes I notice when I take pictures with flash or even in a certain light, my eyes tends to look a little grayish. So I just increase the whitish part and I'll just fill that in. You can also make it less white or more white if you think it's too harsh. And then I like to do the same thing here and here. So you can see the difference right there. And then I like to take smoothness, and what I like to do is I like to tap it. Sometimes I'll like drag it if I really need it there. But for here right now, I'll just tap it so it doesn't look that noticeable. Like that. And then I'm going to do it very slight on my forehead. Very slight on my nose just because I do have a little pores. And then same thing right here, not too much around the lips. So there we go, we have it. I like to add some glow, and just add it to where I have my highlighter just to, make it more shiny and more glowy. I'll just add some right here on my nose, right under my brow bone, and then maybe just a little bit on my head, just to give that like nice natural glow from within. And then once we're done that, I check mark it right on the down right corner. And then what I like to do is I like to go on paint, and sometimes I feel like my makeup will be really pigmented, but in pictures it won't show that much. What I like to do is I like to go through these squares, and I like to take the black shade, the black shades right here, and what I'll do is I potentially just go very lightly on my eyelashes and just add a little bit of black just to give it more drama. And then I'll just make a line right here just like that, just to add more color. So just like that, I like to do it because it'll add more color to my look. And then I'll do some to my lower lash line just like that. And then I'm going to do the same to the other side. Well, the other side doesn't need that much. But again, going on the lash line, going on the lashes, and then my lower lash line. Just like that. And then sometimes I like to have extra blush because blush is something that does not show that much in my pictures. So I'm just going to add very little, just like that. If I do feel like it looks a little fake, I'll just like go and erase a little bit. But see, I added very little and I actually like how it looks. And then I'll do the same to the other side. Very lightly. And there we go. And then sometimes I'll add a little bronzer, but I feel like you could see my bronzer in this, so there's no need for that. So that's about it. Next up, I love using VSCO to edit my pictures. I think it's so nice to edit your pictures on VSCO. It gives a really nice effect to your picture. So I'm going to go on the plus sign, go on my recent, and take that picture. Don't mind my crazy selfies. And then I'm going to go and edit. And now I'm going to go in that editing section, and again I'm just gonna play around, maybe add a little exposure, maybe decrease it here, or let's just keep it at 0. And then I'll give it a little contrast, maybe like 0.2 because we already added contrast in gallery. So now I want to sharpen a little more, so I will probably 0.6 and not too much. And then saturation again, I like to add a little bit on the VSCO app because I feel like here it doesn't make your pictures look as bad on the Photos app. So 0.2, and then for highlights, I add like maybe 0.7, not too much. And then white balance is something where you can give like a blue touch, a yellow touch, or a green touch, or a pink touch. I don't mind giving a little yellow touch because, you know, it was golden hour. And then skin tone, I'm not really gonna touch, it's okay. And then grain, I do like adding grain, but I only add it for 1.0, so oopsies. Once that's done, I like to add a filter, which is C1. I have this filter on every picture of mine. I might change up my theme and start adding a new filter. I want to buy one of the sets for VSCO where they give you more filters. But anywho, I take the C1 and I don't, and what I like to do with C1 is I don't like it on 12.0, so I put it way back to 2.0. This is the way I like to keep my pictures looking the same, as in like effect wise, because I add a filter on top. So that does kind of change the picture, and have the picture edited. And then I go next, and then I go save. So I decided to do this picture right now. So for this picture, again, I'm gonna go on edit, and then I'm just gonna click auto to see how it is. I don't like how it is with auto. So I'm gonna go on exposure, probably gonna increase exposure by a lot because the brightness of this picture isn't the best. And then I'm gonna be going to brilliance and maybe just increase it a little bit. Again, I want light on my face, so that's the reason why I'm doing it. Highlights, I don't think I need to make it any warmer, so I'm probably just gonna add very slight highlight. And then for shadows, since this picture is a little bit dark, I like to add shadows. So I know typically I said I don't like to add shadows in a lot of my pictures, but pictures where I do see that I need that light and the exposure and brilliance isn't giving it to me, I will add shadows. But then to kind of decrease effect, would put contrast. So this would make it a little more sharper. So see the difference already? Like there's a big difference in that picture. And then brightness, probably not because I already added a lot. Black point, I already feel like there's a lot of darkness in the background, so I'm not going to do that. Vibrance, I don't need. Maybe slight warmth, like very little. And then I'm going to do the sharpness because I feel like this picture is a little bit blurry on my face. So probably like right there at 35, I'm going to add the sharpness. And now that we have the picture, I'm going to go on retouch. I'm going to zoom into my face and again, whiten just my eye area. like on my eyes. And then the picture already looks quite smooth, but I will edit it a little bit. Probably just from my under eyes because you can really see my bags down there. I think that should be good. Sometimes what I like to do is to add more smoothness, I just check mark it and then I go and retouch again, and it adds an additional amount of smoothness like that. So it gives me the result I want. So once I have that, I'm going to go into glow, and I feel like my face looks a little matte. So I'm just going to add that glow. I could add some to my nose, maybe right here. Just like that, we have the glow, and then check mark it. And then I'm just going to maybe add a little color to my face. So I'm going to go to paint, and then I'm going to go to the black one. And I don't think I really need a lot of color here, but maybe just a slight is fine. So it looks a little dramatic, like that. So it looks like it has more color. And then I might go with the blush a little, just add very slight, just for a rosy touch to my picture. It's really hard to add color into this picture on my face because of the lighting, but I'm trying my best. So that's about it for Face to You. Now we're going to hop on to Visco with the edit tool, and then again just adding my contrast, going to play around with it. I'm going to sharpen this a little bit because I feel like it's still kind of blurry. Okay, I feel like that's okay now. And then I'm going to add, I don't think I need saturation actually. Highlights too, like I do not need. If anything, I want to make this picture a little less yellow. So I might add some blue into it because I feel like it was too yellow. And then probably just a little bit of green. And then again, adding my C1 filter and then putting it all the way to 2.0.